So it's official that Adrian Newey has given resignation from his role at Red Bull, and the team has confirmed that he will be set free from the team by the first quarter of 2025, which means he can choose any team that he wants to work with on their project for the 2026 regulation. Adrian Newey's fallout from Red Bull is a bigger storyline in the 2024 season than anything, as it is an association that both the parties were super proud of. It's a 20-year-long association that has yielded great success in the sport. Newey considered Red Bull as family. When he was asked about leaving the team last year, he mentioned that leaving Red Bull would feel like walking away from family. Keeping that in mind, just within a year since he said that, him leaving the team is quite a statement. And it goes to show how strained things are within Red Bull. With leaving Red Bull, Adrian Newey is making a silent statement showing his displeasure on how things are operating at Red Bull. With Adrian Newey effectively becoming a free agent from the mid of 2025, it leaves a very exciting prospect as to where he could head in the future. Adrian Newey is a man who has been an eye candy for a lot of teams up and down the paddock who have the ambition and desire to win titles in the sport. Ferrari, Aston Martin, Mercedes and Audi seem like the top contenders for Adrian Newey's partnership for the 2026 regulation. So let's start off with Ferrari. Ferrari has been the team that has persuaded Newey to join forces with them ever since the 90s, but it's a partnership that has never really come to fruition. Newey in an interview recently was asked about what could be something that he might regret despite having such a glorious career in Formula 1, and he said not working with Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso could be the only regret that he might have. With Ferrari assembling a team to rise up to the top under John Elkann and Fred Vasseur, the last piece of the puzzle seemed to be the technical design guru himself, who could build them a car that can propel them up to the top, which is something Adrian Newey is quite the specialist at. So with Ferrari also trying to sign Adrian Newey from Red Bull, this could be the opportunity that Adrian could use to undo two of his regrets in one go. And what a way it would be to actually sign off his career by winning a title for Ferrari. Now let's move on to Aston Martin. Aston Martin is the next closest contender that I could see Adrian Newey realistically joining forces with. With Aston Martin ready to chuck everything at Adrian Newey to sign him, money is the least of Aston Martin's concerns. But the thing is, I don't think Adrian Newey is a man who would prioritize monetary gain over performance and competitiveness. Aston Martin could offer Adrian Newey the chance to work at the state-of-the-art facility, to pair hands with Fernando Alonso, and to continue the working partnership with Honda that he has seen great success with in the recent years at Red Bull. Considering Newey is still very much old school with the way he works, the state-of-the-art facility might not do much for him, but working with Fernando Alonso and Honda might be the key factor that could attract Newey to the green outfit. The only deal breaker here could be Lance Stroll. I mean, you see, Adrian Newey, though he's a soft-spoken as a person, he's still highly competitive. And despite knowing the obvious, Aston Martin clinging on to Lance Stroll might be the only deal breaker. Mercedes is the third closest contender that could sign Adrian Newey. You see, Mercedes is a team that has always been very content with their own technical crew, but the 2022 ground FX regulations have exposed the flaws of the team and their lack of understanding of aerodynamics in the ground FX era. With Mercedes still struggling with the issues, Toto Wolff is also actively persuading and trying to give his best shot at signing Max Verstappen from Red Bull. This means that signing Adrian Newey will help strengthen the team with the knowledge of aerodynamics in the ground FX era, and also will help the team in the aerodynamics side heading into the new regulation, but it will also help the team attract Max Verstappen. With the 2026 regulation looking more focused towards powertrain, it naturally shifts the advantage towards manufacturer teams who have been building engines in the sport for a while now. So teams like Ferrari, Aston Martin, Mercedes will naturally have an upper hand over teams like Red Bull and Audi, who are just starting to build their own engines. With Mercedes resurgence looking inevitable with the 2026 regulation, having a car that is aerodynamically efficient paired with a strong engine will only make the Mercedes car untouchable like the RB19. With Adrian Newey being no stranger to working with the Mercedes family considering his work at McLaren, this is a partnership that could genuinely yield some great success. Finally, Audi. Well, Audi is the real outlier here. As the team is setting up its management and driver lineup for the 2026 regulation, the team is also ambitious to contest for race wins and championships by 2028. This means it's up to Adrian Newey to decide whether he wants to embark on a similar stint like what he had with Red Bull, because this is a team that should take the longest to secure a title in this context. So yes guys, joining forces with any of these four teams will also gain Adrian Newey the access to work on their performance car lineup and also on their other motorsport divisions, which should give him the pleasure and the refreshment to keep his job exciting. So yes guys, these are my thoughts and opinion on Adrian Newey's exit from Red Bull and what I think could be coming next for Adrian. So yes, with that being said, I would like to wrap this video and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments on what are your thoughts on all this and where do you think Adrian Newey could be headed if he decides to stay in Formula 1. Leave it down in the comments. With that being said, subscribe to the Grandmaster channel if you haven't already and also hit the bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Grandmaster and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.